Good morning, Ramon. Good morning, Team Steam. Hopefully, everyone is wide awake from a fun night of, I don't know, partying, watching basketball, winning some picks, all that kind of good stuff. I had to spend, some of my time in the ER. One of our friends was walking and ran her head right into a street sign and had to go get some stitches. So that's how our night went. How was everyone else today? How are you, Ramon?
I can't compare to that. I just watched Fairleigh Dickinson,
Right?
which some other things were running into polls. I hope everything's okay.
Yeah, she's fine. Just one of those crazy deals.
Need some plastic surgery or something?
Well, I mean, that's what they normally do for women that come in with, gashes in their head. They do, bring in a plastic surgeon because, we have to try to look beautiful and not have giant scars on our forehead.
My gosh.
Yeah, but no,
That's
everything's fine.
terrible.
It's good. Yeah.
Well, welcome to the Morning Steam with the Midwest's premier sports handicapper, Mindy, Hahne. I'm Ramon Scott. We're here we're down to Mindy, 32 teams heading into the weekend. We're going to get down to 16. We're going to be underway in just a little bit in college basketball. My San Diego State team playing at basically 9 in the morning out where
Right.
we're at. So I don't, not going to say it like that, but fact is a fact. It's early here. It's only 6:10, and they got to play in 3 hours.
Yeah, I kind of wonder if that's, a little bit why, perhaps not, but a little bit why maybe USC was a little bit, groggy yesterday too. Didn't really I don't know. I didn't even really consider that in my handicap much, have a early tip off for, some of these West Coast teams. I mean, they're not used to their body running around all, all that much. It takes a while for these old bodies to wake up.
That's what I wrote about in my
Did you? Awesome.
write-up.
Good job, Ramon.
That was a premium winner for me yesterday with Michigan State.
Yes.
Hello to everyone in the chat. Let's say hello and get rolling with the show, but just, greet everybody here and see what kind of turnout we have. I saw some people were here early getting ready, so it's like a tailgate kind of.
Right. Similar to, right?
Brent's ready to get paid. Ferner's here. He's coming off a big day. Hello to
Awesome.
Ron. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, there you Blake's here.
How'd those Lakers do again?
Everybody, yeah, my brackets are done. I'm like hedging my, I didn't even care about the bracket once I got into the handicapping and I was already doomed. It felt like everybody with Alabama's at the top. Did you guys see who's winning the bracket challenge right now over at the site?
It must be a mistake. It must be a mistake.
Mm-hmm. It's our own Mindy Hahne. Well, she's tied with Scott Smart, I believe, and Ron Hahn there, Daniel Treschel, Alec Moorhead, Adam Umek, and Ember Eldridge. I'm looking at the names. Mark Eubanks and Brent are up there. And I'm hanging out near the end. I'm all about picks now, I guess.
Right. Blake.
We're done, right? Yeah. We know nothing. Yep, Memphis loses at the buzzer. That was an exciting one.
Yeah, for sure. That was one of the better ones, I thought. I mean, for me anyway, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, other than, Purdue getting ousted for, I don't know, the fifth time by a well underranked team. What was I even thinking, Ramon? What was I even thinking?
I mean, it's the second time the number 16 wins. I had Fairleigh Dickinson as a premium. I mean, somebody called the straight up. Did Ron say Fairleigh Dickinson straight up? I'll check the Discord. Or he just meant because I went with Fairleigh Dickinson as well. You saw how they did. What a great strategy. What a great coaching job. And Purdue.
Gosh, I still don't know with Edie how you can lose games. I don't
Well,
understand
he's just
what's
so. I
happening.
mean, one thing, it's hard to rebound the ball with your face.
True.
He looks. I mean, I hope that he can excel as a pro, but it looks like the ball. Like he's one step behind the pace of the play sometimes. Like he's not
But
swift.
still, when your arms are up here and the other guy's arms are down here, you still should be able to just turn around. I know he leads the nation in field goal percentage, but I still don't see him like forcing his will on these defenders. I just think the guy, for whatever reason, is not as aggressive as he should be.
When you're a dominating player like
Lose
that.
games if you don't score. True.
Hi, Arnez. Where you been? Hello.
Yeah, I was right there with you. It was my bad pick too.
Lingowick. Nice to see you again. I think we've
Right.
had Lingowick say hi a few times. So.
Yep. With that Washington hat, notice it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. Great point there. We got pick zombies with the. Hold on here, Mindy. Hold a second. Maybe we can get a pick. I don't know who's in the Finland Hockey League playoffs, but I can find out in 2 seconds.
Right.
Who do we have? We need some picks. Okay, who do we got? All right, here we go, everybody. This is why you've all tuned in. Pick Zombies has teased us. He's got to come through with us now before we start the show. Who does Pick Zombies like? The Pelicans are taking on Calpa. Correct me if I say it. I don't know who's going to win.
Was it Calpa? Is that what you
Let's
said?
see if I can come up with a pick on the fly or find some steam or so. Yeah, I think it's Calpa. Also, Helsinki is taking on Luko. So I don't know anything about this. So Pick Zombies has to come through for us before the end of the show. I mean, he said
Yeah,
it
we might be able to take our group of folks here and put some steam out there.
right because right. I mean, look, we get requests. I don't know if Pick Zombies is requesting anything from us on this game. I think he's just excited maybe about the Finland playoffs. So maybe he can come through with some winners. I don't know. Is anybody? Let me see if I can find anything on. Okay, I do have some reported steam here for
Okay,
Pick
here we
Zombies.
go.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready. I'm writing it down.
Maybe he's got the pick. Did you see the pick yet?
I have not seen the pick yet.
I do see some steam here reported. It's on the Pelicans now. It's not the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a team called the Pelicans. They did take the steam at plus $1.40, and I believe right now they might even be right about. I don't know. No, they're like a buck. Oh yeah, they're like almost even money now. The Pelicans took, in these other markets. The steam is legit. Okay, I'll just take the Pelicans. Why
All right,
not?
we're write it down. We're taking the Pelicans. They sound like a great hockey team. Pelicans like the cold water, so we're okay. We're okay.
So there it is. There's our. We'll get some covered for you. I have no idea, but I did look it up. I'm not just making that up. So we're at Tony'sPicks.com and we say hello to everybody, Mindy, and take a look at who's hot on the handicapper leaderboards here at Tony's Picks. We get ready for the big day of 8 college basketball. 8 NCAA games. There's some NIT. Actually, we're going to preview one of the NIT games and also the CBI today, which one of the games is about to begin about 90 minutes.
Right.
I don't think I have a premium there. Collins Brown on top of the handicapper leaderboards yesterday, 6 winners, but also Sean Dinwiddie, 6 winners, Proby, 13 winners, Daniel, a couple winners, and our morning steam team was in the profit zone. I'm still on top for the last 7 days there, last 30 days as well. Tony T, last 30 days also right there, has a stronger winning percentage, doing better than me. I'm on top because of volume. Tony, higher percentage, a higher gross net, if you will. So what's going on at Tony'sPicks.com today? NCAA college, pro basketball, hockey.
Yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, there might be a baseball game today with the United States versus Mexico, right? Something like that.
Yeah,
So
there is
yeah.
World Baseball Classic. It's the United States and Venezuela.
Oh,
Uh,
Venezuela. Okay.
and well, I might have a little something for you in that
Get
game,
on
or I
that.
might be saving it for a premium. I don't know, but uh, I'll just tell you the line on the game is if it, the United States is favored, and Venezuela's been looking pretty good. So I don't know what you guys are going to do. That game, by the way, is going to be at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, World Baseball Classic. It's an elimination game. I know there'll be some college basketball on at that time, but if anyone is interested, uh, that's a pretty strong game tonight between the two teams. So, World Baseball Classic tonight, no doubt about it. Thank you for mentioning that. That might constitute our preview right there
Right.
of the game. So, if anybody,
Yeah. Well, I'm coming in with, of course, college basketball. I put out a 3-pack for these early
thank
games. I always like to try to get my NBA in first because I feel like the lines move the most there. So do you have what did I put in there? A 5-pack of
there it
plays.
is.
Nope. A
Yeah.
3-pack of plays. No, 5-pack of plays for the NBA.
Okay.
And then for hockey is where I have my 3-pack thus far. What do you got rolling today, Ramon?
I'll be in college basketball, of course, but don't forget there's UFC coming up in about 5 hours. I'll have a little action there as well. So, um, you know, uh, pro basketball, we got an 8-game card to look at today, as well as that huge hockey card today as well. So there's Mindy's 3-pack today.
Yep, starting early. In on that first one.
Look at that, 3 and just $25. So usually,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not everyone's up yet. And they're not the most exciting games, but if you like to be in some action, I got you covered.
Head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all of our premium pick packages on Saturday. All right, let's take a look and see. Brent's already got his numbers coming up.
Right.
Brent, I'm boring. I'm boring. Don't worry. Yeah, well, and that's just it. I'm all about the unders, so I don't know. Greg's already here making plays.
Right. Everyone's ready to go.
Yeah.
Coming with some heat.
CJ, bye-bye Purdue.
Wow.
All right, Darren's got my favorite
Green
little,
tongue emoji.
Yep. Oh man, Latifah's because she didn't run into any poles. Wow.
Trees,
Wow.
multiple trees, plural.
Oh, okay. Wow. Hey, Joe Hill's here. Nice to have Joe with us. Good to see you, Joe.
Nice. I think Joe might be new.
Crazy upsets. Boy, here's Steph making her picks. Michael Thompson is here as well. Ready to go. I just want to make sure I say hi to everyone.
Yeah.
John Karras here as well.
Sweet. Lots of folks made some money, increase those bankrolls, ready to get going.
Burner says Edie will maybe not make it. Will he be a flop?
Man, I don't know.
Boy, everybody's on him big time here. I mean, does he kick it out too much when he's got the guy with a collapse on him?
Sure, yeah.
Collapse on him. He's got to feel a little pressure, like, oh, gee, if I've got 2 or 3 guys on me, somebody's open, right? So I'm just going to throw it back out.
Sure. But like then they said, when you go 3 for 31 or something, doesn't help you much.
There's Dave, little parlay action. Yep, that's right, C. James. That's what I use. I didn't make a pick right there on
The Pelicans.
Finland hockey. I just looked it up. I just looked to see who the Sharps were on. Sometimes I fade them, sometimes I'm with them, and something like that, I just go with them. I don't know what's going on. Jeffrey Lynn will be watching. I had a game in the Discord. I said, take Sacred Heart plus 40.5 against Stanford, and they lost by 42.
Boo!
Apologies to anybody who played my.
And the Lady Jays stunk it up. Man,
Yeah,
they just couldn't get going at all. They were missing just from the interior, just bad.
All right, hope I caught some decent comments. You guys are really Ibrahim Diaby's here today. James Johnson is here as well. Hello, Demetrius Crandall here today.
All right. Lots of folks up and early after a fun night out, I'm sure.
16 haven't started yet.
Right. Yeah, right. I saw Ramon. You put all those hockey scores 5-2, 5-2, 5-2. I didn't see the last one. I didn't see the last one. What was it?
Every game was 5-2. Yeah, what was that? Let's see. I got it here somewhere with the
Ducks was.
Yeah, because I tried to get cute. Yeah, I tried to get cute in that one, but the game was a 3-3.
Ducks.
3-3 last I was checking, but I did mark it down here. It was 7-4 Anaheim. So we gave out the winner on the air here, winner and over. Mindy, I gave out the Ducks, and you gave out the over.
Look at us go!
Yep.
Amazing.
I had Toronto as a premium. I had the over in St. Louis and Washington as a premium. Gave out the puck line there. You gave out the over on the air. So, yeah, I see some people talking about some hockey winners there. Buffalo was
that was my fave. That was my premium. They just stunk it up.
The scores of the first 3 games were 5-2, 5-2, and 5-2. That's not very exciting.
No.
Maurice Walker's here making picks.
All right.
The goals are up.
So you can get caught up for all these picks.
The goals are up for sure, it seems like, the last week or two.
Yeah, after you had said the one day you were going to go under, the Grand Salami, and then after that, it just went crazy.
Okay, we're getting ready for the picks.
Nothing
but picks. Started. 70 people here. We haven't made a pick yet.
I know. We got to get moving.
All right. My San Diego State team is going to take on those Furman Paladins. We saw Furman with one of the big upsets. That was the big upset until yesterday. And if anything, I don't need to tell anybody this. I mean, we are in an age now where upsets they're going to happen a little bit more. Even 16s and 1s and 15s and 2s, just the way this situation is working out ever since the pandemic, the extra playing year, the more talent in college basketball. Look, they're just college basketball players. I mean, very few of these guys are going to make it to the NBA still. So when you get a nice cohesive team like a Furman, like a Fairleigh Dickinson, you name it. I mean, I know there were more. They always have a chance. They always have, it seems like a puncher's chance, right? They've made it through their little conferences and whatnot. So Furman can beat San Diego State, maybe. Seems like a good matchup for the Aztecs. So what do you think, Mindy, in this game?
Well, I mean, I think that this spread is very, similar to what was played last time here with Charleston. I was the one that I was thinking, I had the numbers on Furman, right, versus Virginia, but it was one I just couldn't really, quite believe. And that's kind of the way I have it here today. I have, Furman with the numbers. Do I believe it or not? Just because of these, interconference games here. But I'm going to go ahead and give Furman a shot here. I'm going to say San Diego State wins this game. I think Furman will keep it close. I think San Diego State's the more experienced team. It's one of those, I think they'll kind of maybe come through a little bit more in the clutch to win this one. But I'll take Furman to cover here with the points. SDSU just has that 15th best defense out there. That's why I think they get this game. But I think Furman, they're going to come out here and I think they're going to be aggressive. And I think they're good enough to make some shots here. They are. I think they're better shooters perhaps than what Charleston showed, right? Maybe it was more Charleston messed up or San Diego State played better. I don't know, but they held Charleston to 31% from 2 and 20% from 3. I don't know if San Diego State can reproduce that again today, but I'm going to go ahead and go with Furman to deer plus the points.
I want to welcome John McDuff into the chat as well today. First time I've seen John here, I think. So maybe, yeah, Steph. Here's the thing, right? So San Diego State is they've gone back to what works for San Diego State. Everybody said, oh, this team's going to be better offensive. Maybe they are, but they're we're back in. We don't want to. And so we can play this type of D. Brent Cook, he has a big one on this one. He loves it. He loves Furman. I want to say hello to Kenny McCullough. Kenny McCullough as well here joining us. San Diego State, it seems like they just can't get numbers. Every game is just a painful experience sometimes for them. So these points look pretty attractive, Mindy. I would think it comes down to the wire, and unfortunately, when it comes down to the wire, luck plays a lot involved, or buzzer beaters and whatnot. Not sure they can cover 5.5 in a game that might end up somewhere, closer to 130 points, 137.5. Oh, boy.
Right.
That seems like it's going to be a stretch, if you know what I mean.
Agree.
Let's take Furman here. It's got to be close. It's got to be down to the wire. This much I will agree with as far as what Brent Cook's numbers say and what Kenny McCullough, welcome. But I'm not sure we've met. Great to have you here, and great point. Not against okay, Brent, I'm sorry about that. I've always kind of used your point edges as over-unders as well. Because obviously 150 points.
Predicting a score, yeah.
So, I'm surprised about that actually. And Pick Zombies said maybe an outright upset here with the Paladins, the Dins, as they like to call them. So we're on it, Mindy. We're on Furman here.
Number 1. Furman. We're in.
Yeah, please, San Diego State, win this game, win it comfortably, but I can't see them doing that. Everything's an issue. For some reason, they go through droughts, stretches. And but here's a chance for them to get back to the Sweet 16 where, they'll have a tough opponent waiting for them. Let's take a look at the next one. Here it is. The Duke Blue Devils and the Tennessee Volunteers. Now we're getting to some March Madness tournament action. A little bit of a move here on Duke in the over, it looks like, Mindy, in this one. And I don't know, would Duke have been a 3.5-point favorite before the conference tournaments? Maybe I'll put it that way. Duke's kind of rustled up some public momentum, it seems like, now that we've gotten to this point.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's true, right? I mean, I'm not saying that they wouldn't have been favorite if Tennessee had maybe performed a little bit better down the stretch as well. I think they've lost a couple of games they probably shouldn't have, that sort of thing. This is one again. I think that Duke is going to probably win this game, but I think Tennessee here is going to be able to give them a run for their money. I'm going to take Tennessee here plus the points. I have Tennessee winning by the spread. Again, I have it in a close one where I have it modeled Duke winning, Tennessee covering. I just think it's one of those things that with Tennessee's defense, they can go ahead and keep this close. All they have to do is, knock Duke off, 3 to 5 percentage points and, something like that, that 75, 71. I mean, I want it to be, closer than that, of course, but I do think that Tennessee can pull out the victory here with those points, especially if Duke keeps getting this money. Like if I can get it to 4, I'll be really happy.
Well, Duke took the action, but what I mean, at 3 and it went to 3.5. Let's see. Everyone's on Duke here. It looks like. Wow. What did you say, Mindy? You said you're waiting.
I like Tennessee. That's going to be my pick. I think Tennessee's going to get it with the points. I think
Okay.
Duke will probably cover it. I think it's going to be one of these 1 to 2 point games last second. I think the Tennessee's defense is going to be able to throw Duke off their game.
Okay, no, I
I'm
agree.
just, have to root that, Tennessee can play to, their average.
No, that I agree. That's why I was checking I was reading the comments. I heard you started talking about. I'm with Joe here. I feel like Tennessee's going to win the game. I don't know, but Duke's talent is starting to show through. I made a joke that that Shire, he's just so interested in being Duke, right? I mean, sometimes he's like, they get too Dukish. What I mean is, like, he wants them to play, right? You've got all these All-Americans that, you got some NBA talent on that team. Not all of them. The pro talent, maybe some of them can play elsewhere, but you just don't see Duke out there wheeling it. They've got to skid it back into the set. They've got to pass it around. They're borderline Dukish. That's what Big Zombies is. They're too Dukish, right? That's what I'm saying. Shire's like so interested in taking these ultra talented basketball guys that probably could run anybody out of the building and putting them into a set offense, pass. It's beautiful to watch because they're really talented, and they all buy in. That's the scary part about it. They all buy in and do it because they want to be Duke, and the players want to be. They're there to be Duke. So I'm going to take Tennessee with Mindy. I think Tennessee, obviously they can win. We know everybody knows that they can win. They know, Duke's favored. They're expected to win. Blake going against the Vols. Oh, boy. They didn't cover last time. I remember I was showing the shirt. Take Tennessee. They didn't cover.
Oh, they should have.
They should have.
Yes, they should have.
But they didn't. They were laying 11.5. They only beat Louisiana by 3. They didn't score enough. We know that.
Oh, but they pretty much held that lead all the way, 16 points, and then just let it slip away.
Okay, let's do it. We're on another game here. Okay. We're on Tennessee, 3.5 points. It's got to be an exciting game.
On Duke, get that point spread up by the time we put it in the system.
Yeah, well, it's been a slight move. Let me see if there's any 4s. I don't know. There's movement right now to Tennessee again. I think I'm seeing. Well, I'm seeing the U.S. online sportsbook at 4 currently, but I'm seeing some red numbers currently, like it's moving. So maybe we can get a 4 there. All right. Yep. Thank you, everybody. Good comments there. 128.5. It feels like it could be another ugly game, but man, these two teams should do better. Well, you got Arkansas and regular Kansas. Kansas here favored over Arkansas. 3.5, it looks like. Let me see if it's changed in the last couple of hours since I typed these in. There's not going to be as much change in these big high profile. They're, although we've seen some action on the totals occasionally. In fact, Kansas up to 4, and the total is 143.
Well, I'm with Steph. I'm taking the Rock Chalk Jayhawks here. I got them winning by like 5. Kansas has this lot better defense right now. Sitting at 51 compared to 228. Razorbacks are 2-5 in tourney games as well. Give me the more experienced team here. I'm taking Kansas and laying the points.
All right, Mindy on Rock Chalk Jayhawk here, -4 now. Man, Arkansas, they should have a chance in this game, shouldn't they, you guys? Steph said Kansas against the spread. Hello to Corenzo.
Good to have you again,
Thomas right after that, Arkansas. Reese says Kansas. Brent says Kansas by 7. I'll start making sure I'm glad I know that now, Brent. I was looking at your numbers and always looking at the total, as like saying, "Oh, look what Brent's numbers have." So that's it. Steph says, "I think that means Kansas is the hammer."
That's what it looks like.
What it looks like, yeah.
Or put the axe down. Yeah, one of the two. Axe, hammer, something.
Well, this is a big game. Come on, man. Look at this. 143 now. It was what? It was as high as 146. Oh, man. Well, you got to know where I'm going. In fact, I'm showing some really some action right now. I'm 4s all across the board. So, man, Kansas, they could. I'm gonna go under. I don't think I can give it out as a premium now because of that, pretty big move. That's a pretty big move. It still looks pretty. I don't know. It kind of feels still attractive to me. Verley says Kansas. Well, I don't know, Brent. I mean, that's not necessarily outrageous. Not saying the numbers are sometimes.
Furman averages, 82 points a game.
Yeah, well, Mindy, Mindy. I mean, that's sometimes how it works.
Right.
Styles make fights. All right, Mindy's got Kansas to roll here, and I'm going to take the under.
Go.
All right, Penn State and Texas. This is our last of our NCAA games. We're going to preview one NIT game as well. Penn State and Texas. Texas a 5.5-point favorite. The total 138.5.
Yeah, so I see a lot of unders occurring in the early parts of the tournaments. This is one I'm going to go ahead and take the over. I know you guys know I like Penn State here, but the over here is going to be my play. They're 15-7-1. Nittany Lions are the last 23 to the over. Texas, the over is 13-5 when it comes to their last 18 tourney games. Give me over the total here. I've been hitting those late night ones. Had it with UCLA and then last night with TCU. I'm going to go ahead and go over the total here on this one.
All right, Mindy says go over Penn State and Texas. Oh, it feels like it should go over. It's 138.5, and all these numbers are starting to scare me like they're getting too high for the pressure of the NCAA tournament right now. How about the way Penn State got that win? So, man, they looks like they're playing some interesting ball. I'm going to take Penn State here, plus 5.5 against Texas. All these games feel just excitingly close.
Right. That's how it's going to be.
And 5 points in these games. Thomas Lewis, though, Texas. Brent got a hot button on this one. He's got hot on Texas here. I tried to say that somebody.
Hot on Penn State.
This might be, I don't know if anybody can remember that. Okay, Mindy is the E.F. Hutton of sports handicapping.
I do remember that commercial, yes.
Burley's on Penn State when Mindy talks, people
People
listen.
listen.
That's the saying.
Right.
All right. This should be exciting. Mindy, I'll look for that over. My numbers are saying,
Close.
should get to 140 or more, but I'm, I'm getting my pencil and my eraser, and I'm saying, hello, computer, are you taking into account? Do you know? I was talking to it in, what's that new?
Binary code.
No, yeah, chat. Am I saying it right? Chat GPI? Chat, what is it called, you guys? The new artificial intelligence? And you can do anything without even doing anything. I was telling my computer, you know, this is the NCAA tournament, right?
So has it been like this far off of statistically speaking, where it's not like a 10-point variance, it's more like 20 points variance, where you normally average 82 and you're putting up 58s. Like, I
Chat,
don't
thank you.
recall it being like this large of a variance. What do you think, Ramon?
Yeah, I'm trying to decipher whether or not, with all the stuff that's gone on over the last few years, and here we are in the tournament, and it doesn't seem like the bookmakers are necessarily adjusting, but they're, some of these games are going over still, but oh, thank you, Chat GPT. See, I don't even know what it is,
What was it yesterday that went over like 3? I mean, it was like hardly any. It was 10 and 6 to the under the day before.
No, I mean, and where am I, right? I mean, I'm Mr., supposed to be Mr., under guy. I mean, we had the FAU Memphis game, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I had a premium and on some that USC, we gave out the under in that one. That was a winner as well. The Vermont and Marquette, I gave out a lot of unders and we hit those.
Yes, for sure.
So NC State and Creighton didn't get anything. I had a premium on the under in that one. So, and then I tried to get cute and with Grand Canyon, and that wasn't even Grand Canyon and Gonzaga went under.
Right.
So that's why it's hard on this one for me. My number, if I stick with my numbers, my totals are good. I mean, I'm saying my totals are good. I'm just saying I trust my total.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about Brent the way Brent's talking about him, but I mean, I'm on Penn State. Mindy's on Texas. Other games today. Get our premium picks. Also check out Tony's videos. Got every game, including Maryland, Alabama, Auburn, Houston, Princeton, Missouri. You guys are talking about in the chat. Northwestern, UCLA in the NCAA tournament. One more game to preview. We're gonna take a look because we're cool like that, and take a look at Michigan and Vanderbilt. A couple of teams that certainly fell short of expectations, but a pretty high-profile matchup from the NIT. And in this one, which goes off at, by the way, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, right up against the NCAA tournament. It's Vanderbilt -2, and the total is 147.
Well, hey, I'm gonna try Michigan here. You got two really good defenses here in this one, but man, Michigan, if you take a look at them statistically, Michigan from 2 versus Vanderbilt from 2 is really wonky. I mean, Michigan destroys them. Michigan's also better from 3. Michigan's also 6-1 against the spread in the last 7. Gonna take Michigan here, +2.
All right, Mindy's on Michigan. I'm on the over here. This is not the NCAA tournament. This is the not-in tournament.
I know you told us all that. Try to tell
I see
us.
the total there, 148. Nobody's cracking down in this one, I don't think. Taking it over. This is where I'm going over and trust the numbers here to take it into the 150s with Michigan and Vanderbilt. Nice that you guys are looking at this game and making a little pick here, even though it's the NIT. Thomas on Vandy.
I know
And
there's lots of Michigan fans, or used to be a lot of Michigan fans.
and then as the tournament whittles down and we lose in games, we'll have more NIT. We'll even probably have some CBI over the next couple of days as well. They complete that tournament here, just a real quick jump between those 8 teams. So I hear everyone want to talk, but that's it. That's all we've got. We've got NC. It's not like before. They've cleaned this up a little bit. Remember, we were making fun of all the acronyms of all the tournaments. There's only the big one, the NIT, and I know everybody knows this. I know not everybody knows this in today's generation. So, but the NIT used to be the big tournament, you guys, for years. Not in my lifetime. It's always been the NCAA tournament. Kind of. Maybe when I was very, very young and not even watching college basketball, NIT still had a lot of respect. But that used to be the big tournament, but now it's the secondary. But now you've got NCAA, NIT, CBI. That's what you have. That's it. Just those 3 tournaments. So, all right, some numbers here coming in. Carl wants, he says, and that's a CBI, Carl. That's a CBI game. And that one, I don't know, Mindy, if you got anything, if you even punch those in on those other games. Pick Zombies with Michigan here.
I did. What was it again? Upstate and who?
Oh yeah. So this one it's the early game. It goes off in just an hour and 10 minutes. Of one more comment there. Jet Howard is
I just couldn't remember their opponent. Upstate and who?
Indiana State.
Indiana State.
I'll make a banner for it. I don't mind. This will be our maybe this will be our CBI preview of the day.
Okay, let's do it.
Indiana State's a pretty big favorite here. I didn't even look too heavy over here at it. Let's see, 829, 830. Oh. It's Indiana State 11 and 158.
Well, I'm going to take Upstate. I have them in both of my models, keeping this one between 6 to 9 points is kind of where I see that landing. So I will take that 11 points here. If I scroll up, Upstate, they have a pretty decent defense, just not totally great on offense, but they do, I think shoot pretty decent from 43% compared to 39. Again, like I said, I have them Indiana State winning by 8. So I'll take the 11, kind of a lean there for me.
All right. And I'll give out the under as a lean. I don't know. I would think Indiana State should be able to, but in this tournament, what's your motivation to win by double digits? So there's a look at one game. We'll preview one game there, and in the CBI, other games: North Alabama, Southern Utah, Southern Indiana, San Jose State, Western Carolina, and Charlotte. All these games are being played in Daytona Beach. I've mentioned all the games, at least who's playing, except for one, and that's Hofstra and Cincinnati, the other game in the NIT. So that's college basketball for today.
Good luck, everyone.
Getting underway. It's just 8 games. I keep making fun of the madness because maybe the madness for the gamblers have kind of been over, but the books will be packed. But again, you get, 9 at the in a couple of hours, Mindy, just one game. After that, just one game, back to back. So,
well, good thing hockey and NBA start early in the day for us.
Yeah, we got Nuggets and Knicks. We'll get to it right now. But that's how it is. So the first 2 games, they always kind of do that, play the one game. And then once you get into that next block, you got games start basically one after another, and then they're overlapping tonight. So let's talk about the NBA. Right, Pick Zombies. What's my motivation to win by double,
Well, maybe it's just a chance for, I guess one would just be the chance for maybe new kids to get in there and show what they can do, right?
Well, that's right. And that'd be hard to, then it becomes hard to cover. And then, Upstate, this is probably a bigger deal for Upstate than Indiana State. Okay. Hi, Moneyline Mills. All right, I'm going to go to the NBA and talk these games out. Let's get Mindy Hahn's official show plays, and see what happens. The Knicks are home dogs here to those hot Nuggets. Knicks are still hot too. Total 230. I mean, come on. I mean, Knicks are still. Last I checked, the Knicks are still, I'd say a pretty hot team. I mean, sure. I mean, they've had that losing streak, but they're right back on the horse with a couple of wins in a row against the Lakers, against Portland. Now they're back home.
Should be a good one. I can't wait to watch. But the Knicks, they're 2-1. They're scoring 110 a game over the last three. Nuggets 1-2. As we know, been on a little bit of a yucky streak here. But yeah, I'm going to take a look at the total. Over 5-2 and Nuggets last 7. 4-1 the Knicks last 5. I'm going to go over. I think it's going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be a good one. I can't wait for it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, hey, you got to throw in the Knicks right now when we're talking about, teams that have a chance now moving forward. For some reason, they've gotten it all together. It's all working. The losing streak was there. That was a concern, I would say. But, all right. Brent has his numbers here. And what'd you say, Mindy? What'd you say?
I'm going to go over the total, but I kind of tend to lean. Here, I'll let you. I shouldn't.
Yeah, no. I get. I mean, I don't know. I kind of lean into the over here. Brent's only got it at 2. Oh, he's done.
All right. I kind of like the home team. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
no. We'll take the over with you. I think this one should. The way the Nuggets, I think that could be a problem. Yeah, Ziggy off a road trip, but now back home and playing a team where. Yeah, the Nuggets, we've seen their success on the road when they're beating, that they just get it done. Now they're playing a team that's playing pretty well. Let's go over, Mindy, 230. I'm willing to go there with you.
All right. Nice.
In this one, I mean, you have the Knicks 20-15 to the over at home. Denver 19-15 to the over on the road. Okay, we're on the over here.
All right.
Magic and Clippers. The Clippers are a 7-point favorite. Oh, my goodness, the total. I've only typed these in like not even 2 hours ago. It's 231.5.
Stop it, Ramon. Stop it. Because I wanted to go over.
It's steamy in here, and it's all about that move to the over. Definitely a sharp move. Steam came in on this one. Remember, Clippers massive massive under team at home. But go ahead, tell me why it's a high score.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I want to go now that it's 4 points difference. Jesus. Well, I mean, it was basically because both these teams are putting up, 120s. So if you kind of just look at the surface, not taking into consideration other past matchups and such. Also, 6-0 to the over for the Magic in their last 6. 6-1 the Clippers last 7 games here as well. Big trends over. But, I mean, it's coming really, really close to my number where I'm at now. So I don't feel real confident, in that anymore is kind of what I'm saying. So I'm going to stick with it because that was my pick initially. Again, Ramon kind of talks about this, right? You're still, like it. Maybe you just totally get off of it. Or maybe you limit your dollar amount on something that you want to play, if you like it.
Angel is back, talking about Westbrook's contributions. And I get it because he came in and was they moved him into the starting lineup. Kawhi is out. That's another factor, I think, here that Mindy could point to maybe with the total. Because like I always said, Kawhi's in, I want under. Kawhi's out, right. I want over. Clippers are 9-25 to the under at home this season. So but no Kawhi, and he's the difference maker this far, right? Greg says he's on the Magic. Corenza says too juicy here. He's on the Clipper. This is Angel says Magic ain't gonna cover every game. I'm gonna take him to cover this one, Angel.
Yeah.
They got it done in the last one. I'm gonna take him again, plus the points here.
I want to change my pick to the Magic.
That's not how it works.
I know. So I gave out a play that I'm a little iffy on now.
Well, that steam came in on the over, no doubt about it. But I
Dang
mean,
it.
I don't
Yeah.
know. To me, no Kawhi though. Remember, that's a big factor. 76ers and Pacers. Sixers on the road here. 6. The totals dropped to 231 here. Here's a big dropper now with the Sixers and the Pacers.
Well, I like the under in this one. Oh no, I like the over. I like the over in 76ers and Pacers. Disregard. I was looking at my wrong one because I had something highlighted and I started reading that. So my fault. Pacers here ranked 18th in scoring at 116. 76ers 13th at 115. Over is 4-0 in the 76ers last 4. And the over is 4-0 in the Pacers last 4 home games. Going to go over the total.
All right, I'm going to agree with you, and I'll fade the steam here. Why not in these two teams? Maybe am I missing something here? I trust your sharps, whatever, but Philly's an over team. Maybe because of the back-to-back last night. They didn't go over last night, that's for sure. Welcome to Luis Venegas.
Hello.
Luis Venegas is here today.
Sixers fan.
It's on the Sixers. He's on the Sixers. We know that.
I don't know.
Pacers team total over here for TJ. Thomas Lewis on the Sixers. Brent's got his numbers for us. Smash and like, Corenzo says. Thank you, Corenzo. I'm on the over with Mindy here at this discount price, if you will.
Yeah, Brent's putting us at a 260.
Oh, no, we can't. We gotta not take that into account.
Come on.
But I'll take that.
All right.
I would think, 240 at least.
That's what I have.
Jeffrey on the Sixers.
On the Lakers.
Timberwolves and Raptors. Here's a double-digit spread. The Raptors are -10. The total 224.5. Raptors, a pretty big move here on the overnight.
Yeah, because it was 7.5 and it has now moved to 10. Well, I think I'm going to go with the Timberwolves here now. I'm going to take them at the +10. I like getting the double digits. Timberwolves are 5-0 against the spread here in their last 5 games. I'm going to go ahead and take the Timberwolves.
No, the Timberwolves feel like the best kept secret all of a sudden, right? As far as the Bulls game notwithstanding, but they had a couple of, they covered the game against Boston. Double digits seems like too much here. Edwards left the game, not coming. I would think, just looking, and that's been a reason, I'm sure, for the move. He's questionable with that ankle. But, who's Toronto to get double digits here, I would think, right? I mean, these teams have basically identical records. Does Edwards make that? Yeah, he's a good player. The Angel will lay the points here. That's what I like about Angel. He's not shy. Yeah, I would think out because he left the game and not coming back. Hello to Rick Obermeyer as well. too close. So these teams have the same spread. Mindy, what's a standard home court, right? Do we think that Edwards makes yes, good impact player, but you know, 10 points. Great point here. Great point by Ziggy. That was last night. We know that game. That's got to be part of the big factor in it as well. Yeah, I agree with that, Dave. He was. Darren says he's got the Timberwolves. I've got the Timberwolves as well. I get it. The big overtime, the back-to-back, no Edwards, 10 points.
We got them, though. We're rolling it. We're rolling with the Timberwolves here.
Yeah. Yeah, Greg, it isn't necessarily, though. The players that are going to step in are probably worth, still 15 to 20 points, right? So they don't go out there with 4 guys on the court. And TJ's on the over here. That's what would be, lacking, right? If anything, is kind of maybe the defensive aspects of the game, especially Toronto, a team that kind of plays to the over, 25-16 to the over as a favorite. All right, Mindy, I'll take Minnesota with you plus 10.
Cool.
I can't pass. Even with the factors, we know the reasons why, and I'm factoring those into the handicap and taking the 10 points. Okay. Here are the Bulls. Now they're a 3-point. It's 3 now. 3 and 217.5. Would the line be? Well, it's pretty close to the overnight, right? So maybe it would be. But go ahead, Mindy. Well, the Heat going back to the, Heat's not doing anything special. Go ahead. Here comes Angel, though. He's on him.
I know. I always feel bad. When we get the first firing out there, and then I'm like totally opposite. I'm going the Bulls. They're 10-2 against the spread. The last 13 here, when they put up lots of points their previous game. Both teams are 2-1, both putting up about 120. I think it's going to be, pretty evenly matched here. So I'm going to take the Bulls and the points and the home team.
Yeah, I'm going to take him with you, Mindy, as a home dog. I'm going to take him with you, no doubt about it. I just everything we said again. Hello to Walk This Way. Bulls at home as a dog. Burley's on them. I know we're coming off the big game yesterday. We just talked about it since these two teams are, right next to each other in the rotation. But how can I pass on a Bulls team that, basically? Well, how could I go with Miami maybe in the spot
Right.
other than what I'm talking about, with the factors from yesterday's game. But Miami's 17-32 is a favorite this year against the spread. I'm going to take Chicago here plus the points at home with Mindy.
Pretty wild having the Hornets only put up 86.
It looks like I think this is the veto here because it looks like a lot of heat. But TJ's on the Bulls with us.
All right.
Kings and Wizards. Kings minus 2.5, 236.5.
Well, Kings need to just keep it rolling. I'm with the Kings here. I'll, I'm going to keep taking them till they lose, probably. The way it sits right now, they're 2-1 over the last 3 games here. 6-0 against the spread on their 6-game road trip. 11-2 against the spread the last 13 road games here as well. I gotta stick with the Kings. So, I'll probably take a money line deal on this one too.
I see a lot of people wanting to say that the King. When does it come to an end? When does this Kings team going to be ruled as an imposter, if you will? I don't know. I mean, it seems to me like this is the real deal.
Yeah.
I mean, Washington is, not.
Not the real deal.
No, it's Washington that played yesterday, right, against the Cavs. Now they're on the back to back. This is one just to show you. I mean, I'm on the Kings with Mindy again. Another pick for us. Yeah, or maybe this year they're opposite, right, Angel? Maybe the Kings are the Warriors this year, and vice versa.
Right. The Warriors are the ones that can't win on the road, right? We're talking about it. Got to win on the road
No,
to
the Kings just keep finding ways
That's right.
to do it right now, especially. I mean, they uh, beat Brooklyn in a game they, right? Here's the thing, the great thing about these Kings is that, when they're a little bit of adversity in these games, they're not like blowing everybody, they're falling behind.
Sure.
And then they're still coming back to win. Against the Nets, didn't that happen? Against the Bulls, it was kind of close back and forth a little bit, and then they pull away in the end. They did the same thing, right? And they beat Phoenix. So just been a good run here. Yeah, they lost that game to the Bucks, but they beat the Knicks also recently. I'm taking the Kings. Good
Got it.
on the Wizards. Maybe it's the Wizards' night.
Nope.
Okay, your Warriors are on the road. The Grizzlies are -3, and the total 236. And you wonder who keeps talking about the chemistry of the Wizards in here, of the Warriors in here. Maybe they still have problems like that. What do you think?
I think I'm going to stay away from that side, and I'm going to pick the over in
Oh,
this one. Warriors here 0-3 on the road as of late. I think they're still only have 8 wins, allowing 130 a game. Grizzlies 3-0 over their homestand. I know that they only allow 109 or so, but I kind of go ahead and take a look at where these teams have been playing, how they've been averaging out these rolling averages. The over is 9-2 in the Warriors' last 11 road games here. I'm going to go ahead and take over 236.
right. And yesterday I was talking about it, and it still was I thought it was going way over. It looked like it was going way over, and I said on the show, I'm like, well, they'll probably get 270 points here, and it looked like they were gonna there for a while. Yeah, I'll go over. I'll try the over again with you here with this matchup, mostly because the Warriors. Angels on the Warriors here. Blake says over. I'm on the over. Remember, Grizzlies are. Blake is our Tennessee correspondent.
Right? He'll give us
I
the good.
could have Jamal Jones here as well. Brent says he's on the Grizz. I'm on the over with Mindy. We're on practically every game in the NBA today.
Pretty close. Lots of wins, Ramon. Lots of wins. That's all we got. Putting out winners every day.
Celtics and Jazz. And the Celtics here on the road, a 4.5-point favorite. The total 232.5.
I'm going to go with the home team. I'm going to take the Jazz here. Celtics just aren't quite as good on the road. Jazz are 4-0 at home here. Celtics, I know, are 4-1 over their last 5, putting up 117. But they're outscoring the Celtics, this Jazz team here over, this last month here or so. I'm going to go ahead and take the Jazz at home.
It feels like we're getting a little bit of premium consensus in the chat. So we're on every game here. Well, no, we're not on the Clippers and Magic. Other than that, we are in a.
Well, I want to be now. I want to change my pick after the spread.
Come on, let's
So we're
take.
kind of really, if we could say, in theory, on almost every game.
Let's take the Jazz here.
All right.
Wow, we got action. We've got action.
The most action. 9 games.
Brogdon
1, 2, 3,
questionable.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Horford might need rest. Williams is still out. When I think of that injury to Lonzo Ball, and I think about Jason Tatum, and I think about the Lakers and what might have been.
Yeah.
What were you thinking, Lakers? Could have
No.
had Jason Tatum, and they took Lonzo Ball. All right.
It happens. Ask like
Dave
right
says Grizzlies
ask
will
the
have,
Raiders.
Grizzlies have, it says nothing left after the game against the Spurs last night.
Okay. Noted. I'll write it down.
Yeah. Don't get too on off of this Boston, right? It feels like they could still be there in the end, guys, right? I mean, we're not totally off this Boston team. Okay. The NHL tonight, Joe Hill says Orlo for a play. Carl Anderson had Boston
It's down. It's official.
first half, I think is what he's saying. What does that say? Dave says Grizzlies not an over game.
I got it. Noted. So we'll check that out, and I will do additional research as we go.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so we'll look at that. Pardon me. Okay. Let's get it going here. Ziggy's got plays in the
a
chat.
lot of plays in the NHL there.
Take a screenshot here for Ziggy.
Right.
Yeah, Ferner, I get you, but we're taking them, and they're not, no, they're not favored here. They're getting points. That's another factor. Okay, NHL big card. NHL, get ready, everybody. Latifah still awake?
There she goes.
Oh, okay.
She's ready.
Avalanche and Red Wings are going to start us off here today on this huge guard. I don't know how many. I don't even know how many. 13? Is it 13? I don't know.
It was something like that. 8 and 13. Yeah, 8 in the NBA, 13 in the NHL. Total 21 games. So I'll try to maybe get through pretty quick here.
Well, we already know we have the Pelicans over Kalpa.
That's all we need to know, really.
Oh, sorry about that. Here's Latifah with the let's get it. That's hockey. Let's get it. Ziggy might be on the under here. I don't know what he's talking about the other, but let's take a look at this one with the Avalanche. $1.75 on the road here, 6.5 under 20, maybe even under 25. Look out. This one's on the move lower.
I'm taking the Avalanche, though. I'm going to go with the hot team, 12 and 3 versus the Red Wings over their last 15 games. Give me the Avalanche.
All right, Mindy on Colorado. Look, they've been a pretty hot, pretty good, road team, certainly. And I think they can beat the Red Wings today. I'm going to take them with Mindy. Colorado trying to find spots to keep the winning going. I think this is a pretty good one.
Cool. Bye, Brent.
Thank you. Latifah, Colorado. Greg on the Avalanche as well. TJ's on the Avs.
Yeah, Greg is looking for consensus. I think he has 5 plays in his back pocket, looking for consensus.
I think Colorado might stuff them here. Lean under, yeah. I mean, come on. The way the Avalanche are playing right now, especially defensively, they look like, I know we're talking about some of these other teams in the West that have been surging, but I think it's going to run through Colorado in the end. It really, I mean, that they're the one, 11 and 21 to the under on the road. Their defense travels. Abs today, Mindy. We got another play. Wow, we're going to be hot. Yeah, right, Dave? No doubt about it.
Yeah, thanks for your support, Dave. Appreciate it. And all your contributions as well. This show wouldn't be what it is if it wasn't for all you folks in the chat. So we love it. So keep it up. We always look for more people in the chat. Don't be shy. Get out there.
It's your guys' picks are the reason why we're doing the show. I mean, we're picking winners. We got a winning record over there. We're going to pick some more winners here today with the Jets and the Predators. The Jets $1.35 on the road. Here's a 5.5 sighting.
5.5. Yeah, that's what it says, huh? I'm gonna go under that 5.5, Ramon. It always tempts me a little bit when I see these 5.5s. I think there was some 7s out there too. Under 5, 1, and 2, Avalanche, not Avalanche. In the
No,
Jet
but
last 8. Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and take the under. Still thinking Avalanche.
Burley say, Jim's on the under, Burley's on the under. I'm trying to find out why. Probably because the Avalanche and their scoring prowess, right? That's why. But that game probably should be, low too. I'm afraid
Right.
it's going to go to
I
6.
have it. It was right next. It says under as well.
Well, I want to get off the air and make sure we get 6.5, you guys, on that Colorado game before it goes to 6. But I've got to be on the. Gosh, Mindy, we're in action on Team Steam, you guys.
Right.
We better be coming in here tomorrow talking about the great night we had. That's what it feels like to me. Nashville, at home, they're not always that special. I mean, I know Winnipeg a favorite on the road here. They might be able to get at this price. Seems really fair. Really, it just seems to be like right on to me in a way.
Agree with
maybe some value on the Jets. Maybe
Yeah.
some value on the Jets.
Agree with Ziggy. Yep.
What is it? $1.40? Oh, $1.30. I mean, I've got it higher than that, so might be on some Jets action here. But we're on the under together. We're on the under, you guys, for sure. Dave said desperation. So, pick on the Jets here. Latifa not too fond of this game. Yeah, neither is Gray. All right, let's keep it going. The Boston Bruins and the Minnesota Wild. I'm worried here because we've seen these, trends going over of late, and here we have these first 3 games. It sounds like there might be 10 goals total, but Bruins on the road here at the Wild. They're a favorite of $1.50, and here's another 5.5.
I mean, I like how the Wild's been playing, but I got to take the Bruins here. Again, I do feel like this one has the opportunity for goals, unlike the first 2 that we covered here so far. But yeah, Bruins 6-1 the last 7. I like the Bruins here today.
Gosh, Mindy, I like the Bruins as well. Maybe this is supposed to be the spot for the Wild. The Bruins can't win them all, can they? At $1.50, I'll try them again. I'll try them again here against the Wild. 3-2, 3-1. Here's another under, I think. But I think Ziggy wants the over. Latifa, Minnesota. I don't mind on that one. Yeah, I don't mind. I'm gonna go with Mindy here, and go with the Bruins. Jamal on the Bruins here as well. Just right, any spot where the Bruins are $1.50 or lower.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Send us a sign. Send us a sign. When is it going to be time to stop fading these Bruins? Granted, I know they lost to Detroit. They lost to Chicago. It's a matter of focus, right? I would think at this point. Jim on the under. Rick says maybe OT. Aw, Ferner.
Yeah, thank you. That's nice.
I think the pros will be on Minnesota here. I think the squares are on the Bruins. Sorry, Jamal. I don't mean to call you square. I don't mean to call anybody. I'm square. I'm square today. I'm on the Bruins. The Wild seems like the professional side to me tonight. And I'm going to maybe take advantage of that with this price. Oilers and Kraken. The Oilers on the road here. They're $1.25 and maybe even going higher. And this total, are there some 7s out there on this?
Hopefully not yet. I want the over. So I'll take the over 6.5 here. Over 6-1-1. The Oilers last 8 and 4-0 the Kraken's last 4 home games. Give me the over. Hoping the Kraken can score some goals today.
That's something I can get behind with these two teams. I'll go over with Mindy. We're on it. We're on every single game. We're on every single game. I mean, what? This is great, you guys.
Right.
Back and cracking over. Here's Ziggy leaning over. Latifa on the over. So look, this is a consensus. Hey, Seattle plays to the under at home, no doubt about it. But it's all about Edmonton, right? I mean, it's Edmonton that's 23-11 to the over on the road, 32-13 to the over as a favorite. All right, Mindy. Every game. Let's try to find a game we're not on together. We're on the over in this one with the Oilers and the Kraken.
We'd have to go back a while. We'd have to go back a while. We'd have to go to Penn State, I think.
4 for 4. Talking about that Flyers game last night and that big start that the Flyers had. Let's get on with a team that maybe can stop them. Here's the Hurricanes. Kochetkov, just with Hurricanes team, another goalie playing well. Hurricanes here, 215, 225 now, 6 over 20.
Still going to hit, I'm going to go opposite, go back to the beginning. I'm going to go under the total in this one, under 6.5 here. Hurricanes, they've only been putting up about 1 or 2 goals a game here. The Flyers, they're only 1-4 to the over in their last 5. Take it under here.
All right. Yeah, I mean, the price is right. I mean, $2, that's right on. I don't know if I want to lay $2 on the road here, but the Flyers aren't going to come out scoring big goals against the Avalanche. against the Hurricanes. We want to call every team the Avalanche, Mindy, you and I?
Yeah, it kind of sounds like today we have the Avalanche on our minds today.
I'd rather have the Hurricanes on my mind, but come on. They're a $2 favorite. They're, Greg's mad at Carolina. Yeah, the Flyers looked good yesterday, didn't they? So, all right, Minnie, 5 for 5. I don't care anymore. I do care. I'm kidding. Don't. Ziggy's leaning to the under. I'm on the under at 6.5. Come on. Kochetkov's looking good in goal, man. I mean, I think Carolina, doesn't matter which goalie you throw out there. I don't know if he's even confirmed. There are a few confirmed goalies today, but I don't know if he's one of them, but it doesn't matter to me. These are the Hurricanes. So I'm going to take them here against the Flyers. And, oh, man, does that say 6.5? Oh, it's 6 over 20? Oh, shoot. Oh, well.
Well, hopefully there's still something around.
I'll look and see if there's any. Are there any 6.5s out there? I thought it was 6.5, you guys, because it was. No. Oh, well.
Yeah.
At the squarest book on the internet, it's 6.5. So maybe I can.
Let me look real quick.
On the back end, it's not. So don't worry about it.
No, it's already changed, huh?
Yeah, it's 6. All right, we're on the under. It's not as strong as I would have had it at a 6.5. Buy it up to 6.5. Lay some juice.
Juice it.
Dave says Hurricanes can win this one. I've got it right on. I've got it 200.
Oh, yeah, it's totally gone to 6, huh?
All the model 200. Jamal Jones Hurricanes. Jeffrey says over. I'll go with Mindy likes it strong under, so I'll still go.
I had leeway, so I still like it at.
Okay, all right.
6.
Well, I just want to pick every game with you. Take advantage of how hot you've been. Okay, the Devils and the Panthers. Pretty nice game here. It's almost a pick 'em. Panthers are a slight favorite, 6.5 over 30.
I do not want the Panthers. Give me the Devils. They're 11-2 in their last 13 Saturday games. I think I got to go that way. I can't have Latifa, rooting against me either. No Bob, more Schmid. Give me the Devils.
Okay. Is it no Bob's in there, I think.
I'm saying I don't want Bob to do well. No Bob.
Akira Schmid. Yeah, we've seen some nice things from Schmid. And let's see. I mean, New Jersey's on the road. That's where I want to take them. I think that's yeah. I mean, New Jersey 6 for 6. We're just gonna play every game today. If you don't like volume, this isn't your show.
Right.
Give me the Devils minus $1.05. What did Latifa say? Super high scoring game. Yeah, in fact, I saw sevens out there, but I don't think there are. I think it's all 6.5 now.
Yeah.
New Jersey, let me see.
There was 7 earlier. Yep.
Yeah. Well, the big online sports book in the country opened at 7. They went down mostly to 6.5. No, I want the Devils. Pick Zombies might go over. Ziggy's play is Devils. I think Jim went under here. I'm not sure if it's this game or the previous game, so I'm not going to flash it up there. But all right,
Good.
Mindy.
I'm still here.
Gosh, every game did we? Last Saturday we could. Well, no, what? One day this week we couldn't even agree on a hockey. Well, yesterday was it? No.
We had that one day where we had like 5 picks total. We had no hockey.
Maple Leafs and Senators. Maple Leafs on the road, $1.40, 6.5 over 25.
Well, I think I want to try the over in this one. Maple Leafs here 2-2 over the last 4, allowing 3 goals. Senators 0-4, allowing almost 5 goals a game. The over 5-0 in the Senators last 5. Gonna go over the total here. Hope the Senators keep, playing pretty crappy.
All right, Mindy's on the over. We finally have a game we're not going to be at least on the consensus play. I don't have enough to get to 6.5 here with you. I'm going to take Ottawa on the puck line tonight. What are they? Oh, God. I'll take Ottawa on the money line. I'll take Ottawa on the money line here against Toronto to pull off a minor upset at home, plus $1.25 against the Maple Leafs. What do you guys got? A 14 already? We've probably smashed the over/under, Blake, on this.
I have some weird numbers. If you see my other calculations regarding the Maple Leafs, it's bizarre. It's bizarre. I have the Maple Leafs
broken?
coming in at minus 1.5, like by like a 0.1. But then I have the Maple Leafs winning outright at a 0.7. So I cannot have both things be true all at the same time. So I couldn't. So I thought that was pretty crazy.
Thanks, Thomas. See you later. Always appreciate you coming by. All right, so, yeah. I'm on the Senators here as my underdog play in this one. Mindy's going to be on the over Toronto and Ottawa. Whew. I mean, look, I love agreeing with you. I love having a bunch of action on our plays. It feels like probably shouldn't do, but hey, we are. It says it right on that thumbnail, professional handicappers. And all right, the Canadians and the Lightning. There's a lot of words on the screen here with long letter. Canadians, Montembeault, Lightning, Vasilevsky, and there's a big old number there by the Lightning. 375, 6.5 over 20.
Yeah, I don't like either of those on the puck line or the money line. I'm gonna go over the total. 7-1 the Canadians last 8 over is 4-1 the Lightning's last 5 following a win. Going over 6.5.
Maybe I worry about Montreal getting any goals.
Yeah, because they're crappy. Yeah.
Yeah, but man, I mean, how am I going to get on the Lightning here? I'll take.
This is probably like the closest for me getting it into premium, but I couldn't quite pull the trigger on it. I do like it over.
I'm gonna. We have one challenge, and I'll take it right here. I'm going to take the under in this game. I just, probably 7-0. Mindy wins. Tampa Bay crushes. They will have to do all the scoring. Can Montreal? I was going to try to give out the puck line, but because I think the Canadian is a price.
Yeah, that you'd take the Canadians
I'm
probably.
right. I'm going to end up somewhere getting, laying juice and taking 2.5 goals. Though. I can't take a goal and a half here with you guys on the show. And let's see. All right. What did I say, Latifa?
That you picked the Senators. She hates the Senators,
Yeah,
Ramon.
that's right.
Senators. What were you
Ziggy
thinking?
says Montreal plus 1.5. That makes
Yeah, that's where I'd go in this one too. But I need to do the
Tampa puck line here for Greg. Yeah, I don't know. Tampa, they're not terrific on the puck line at home, right? When laying that goal and a half. 26 and 28, laying a buck 45. I don't know. Jim says Montreal. Okay. Steph on the Canadian. Is that a money line play, Steph? All right.
going after it.
Pineapple and grapes. The pineapple and grapes underdog of the day, maybe here. Pittsburgh Rangers. Rangers a favorite now, and they are favored minus $1.60, 6.5 under 15.
Scotch, we got like 4 games left. You didn't miss a thing. We're just getting started. But we're taking the Rangers. Minus 160 here today is going to be my pick. The Rangers are 8-2 in the last 10 home games. I think I had the Rangers versus the Penguins last time. I think they pulled off a victory, if I'm not mistaken. Take them again.
All right, Rangers here at home for Mindy. I've got to kind of think that's a pretty fair price for the Rangers in this matchup. I like them with you, Mindy. Let's take the Rangers
The
here.
Rangers.
Pittsburgh, what do I have in goal? Is there any confirmed here? Seems like Shesterkin might be time to take a day, but I'll still take him. I think could be. I see the 6.5 out there. I wonder if they can do it today, even with these two teams. I'll take the Rangers though. We're back together. Take the
Okay.
Rangers
Good.
minus
I was worried.
160. Get another play in there. Wow. 3/4 consensus here. Craig says. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have a Scotch lock. Hopefully, we can get a Scotch lock out of this with these last
Right.
2 games left. Or
Probably
Scotch
gonna be
can just maybe.
probably gonna be the Sharks.
Well, maybe Scotch can just tell us what since the show's already
Oh,
almost
see, he got in
over.
on that one. All right, all right.
Well, he probably knew what his locks were, and I'm just saying maybe he could pass them along to everyone. Okay, the Stars and the Flames. The Flames $1.30. The total 6.
Yeah, it's one of those like I really like the Stars, but I think the Flames are going to be the one to take here at home today. I wish it was one of those that I could just take the Stars on the puck line. I like the Flames at home today here, though. They are 4-0 in their last 4 here. Head to head, I'm going to go ahead and take the Flames.
Yeah, it's hard for me to get off the Stars,
I
but
know.
one of these spots got to be for the Flames, I would think. I'm going to go under in this one with Dallas and Calgary. Certainly, I would think that's the way I've got to go with these two right now. Let's see what you guys have to say, if anything. Okay, great. Here's Ziggy on the Stars. Thanks, Scotch. All right. And so Stars, I mean, gosh, are just so terrific. But
I like them
the
too.
Flames at home.
It's hard to pick against them.
I'll go under when you got the Stars on the road. They're 12 and 22 to the under on the road, 4 and 15 to the under as an underdog, which they aren't that frequently. Only about a third of the time this year. So I'm going to go under in this one, under 6 goals. Dallas and Calgary tonight. Butterscotch on Dallas. All right, Mindy, we're close to wrapping it up. Here comes the Canucks on the road against the Kings. The Kings $1.85, total 6.5.
Canucks and Kings. I'm going to go ahead and go under in this one. It is 3-0-1. The Canucks last 4. Under's 4-0-1, and the Kings last 5. Playing on a day's rest here as well. I kind of just see the Kings getting it done here, but kind of just getting by for me. I think it's one of these. Like I see a 5 coming up. I'm going to go ahead and take the under.
All right, Mindy, on the under here with the Canucks and the Kings at $1.85. I'll lay the puck line. If you guys want to feel more comfortable on the money line with the Kings, that's fine. I'm going to take the Kings tonight. Puck line might be manageable here. It is plus money, so I hope so, TJ. Hope that's the case. Jamal on the Kings. I think Jim's liking the under here. Hello to Langston. Welcome, Langston. I'm glad to have you with a pick here in this game. I think this game, right? Canucks and Kings, good to have you. I think TJ's headed where I'm headed here. I think that's why the Kings get this puck line. Maybe they can get that extra goal in the net at the end of the game.
All right, 4-2 then. 4-2 prediction.
Butterscotch, though, on the over here with me a little bit. So Mindy's on the under. I'm on the Kings puck line plus money. But if you guys feel more comfortable at $1.85, that's okay too. I definitely have this one. Probably my number, Mindy, maybe 225 or so. So that's probably worthy of a little bit of puck line action. Maybe -1. You know how to do -1, everybody, right? Half your, percentage of your bet on, depending on the odds. You could figure it out with a calculator, but you put a little bit of money on the puck line and you put a little bit on the money line. You got -1. Blackhawks and Coyotes. Coyotes here $1.45. The total 6.
I'm going to go over the total here. Over 3-1-1. Blackhawks last 5. Over is 5-2. Coyotes last 7 home games. Taking the over.
Well, I got to take the Coyotes as a favorite. It feels a little bit uncomfortable, to say the least. But come on, Arizona is. What can you say when you're talking about team? When you talk about making money at home, no better team than the Arizona Coyotes. Yeah, it's usually as an underdog. I get that, but here I think against Chicago. I don't know. Maybe you guys think this. Hey, Chicago's got to find somebody to beat. Not my Arizona Coyotes, my moneymaker. Yeah, Langston says it. They're good at home. Okay, TJ, thank you. I hope we do. Hope we have a great day with all this action, man.
Right.
Who cares? College ball, it's going to be exciting. We're going to watch it. And then we're going to sweat out all the money on all the other games.
Right.
All right, Islanders and Sharks will get us wrapped up, and we'll get out of here for a big day. The Islanders on the road here, $1.65, 6 under 20.
I'm going to go under for my final pick of the day here in this one. Islanders 1-2. They're only scoring about 2.5 goals. Sharks are 0-3 now, only scoring 2 goals there as well. Don't see really too much here going on in this one. I'll take the under.
All right, Mindy on the under. I'll take the Islanders. I mean, the Sharks at home. We're talking about Arizona, how much money. The Sharks, you taking the Sharks at home, you're probably a bum on the street right now.
I've done it. I'm bumming it.
Yeah, they've blown through about 2 dimes at home this season if you're taking them every night.
So. I'm not doing that.
Thanks, everybody. Great show. Anybody got a pick on this one before we go? I'm on the Islanders as a road favorite here. Maybe they can even get the puck line here, but makes it kind of tough. But plus 155, that might be tough to pass up. Zordon, hello. Didn't get to greet you. There you are. Might be the last play right here of the show. Zordon. Hello to Zordon. Great to have you. Great to have some great picks with Mindy. Wow, Mindy, we couldn't even come to terms on any of these last 3 games. Boy, we should be ashamed of ourselves. Scott
Right.
is on the Islanders. Greg is on the Islanders. Maybe we could put a -1 on that one as well. College basketball plays. Here comes Mindy. Take a look at her action today. The college basketball 3-pack that she's got going as she does the work for us here. We'll promote her package today and thank her for great contributions as always, and also for a show. Yes, it was. I guess it was in the end. Furman plus 5.5 and Tennessee plus 3.5. Those are our 2 college basketball picks for today. Don't forget, Tony's got previews of all the games up there. We talked about them. Blake talking about his Tennessee Tech women again. He's ready for another day. I'll probably try to come in to the chat. Tennessee Tech, they're getting 30. They're getting 30 against IU today. Let me see if there's been a move on the game at all. Has there been any steam on any of these on that Tennessee Tech game early? The total's 140. Even I can figure that one out. 85 to 70, 80 to 50. 85.
Anyone can figure it out.
55. 85, 55. Okay.
Funny.
Let me see here on the women's action. Oh, this team came in on Indiana. Oh, that's not going to make them happy. All right, here comes the NBA. All the picks we have here. Blake will take those 30. Nuggets over. 76ers over. Timberwolves plus 10. Bulls plus 3. Take the Kings as well. We'll take the Warriors over and the Jazz plus the points. Man, and Mindy, we'll be back with you another 30 minutes. And Mindy does all these hockey games because we took just about every game. Wow. Hey, Steph, Latifa, Blake, Ibrahim, Jamal, Greg, Jim, Langston, Burley, Scott, Zordon, Ziggy. Thank you, everybody. Pick zombies. Great to have you guys on the show. Here come the hockey. Is this part 1 of 2, Mindy, or is that it?
Right.
That is it, huh? Okay.
Right, that's it.
Oh, I thought maybe there was going to be another page. Avalanche, Jets under, Bruins, Oilers, Canes under, Devils, and Rangers. Thanks, everybody.
Consensus. I think that might be close to our. My hand's itching too. I mean, that means we're getting money also. But I think we had a 17 one time before.
Okay.
I can't remember, but this could be our most ever consensus picks.
All right, we might be in the penthouse by the end of the night, or
right.
on the street. Thanks, everybody. Great job, great show, great contributions. Enjoy the big games today and enjoy all the other games too. We got to sweat. It's not all about the NCAA tournament for us. Thanks, Mindy, so much.
What a fun day.
Okay, let's do it. Let's get it. For Mindy Hahne, I'm Ramon Scott. Good luck. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.